Who is going to talk? Can we do that now? Because it's live, yeah? No, so let me start with the volunteers because we are going out with them.
But volunteers are not around.
No, they're going to talk about what they'll be doing. No, it's not a problem. It's not a big deal. The communication officer will talk about the official things.
You know, it can be big deal.
No, we need to.
I think the one can be earlier, but it's coming.
It's going to correct. Let's do the first link. Let's do the first link from here. You give me Hamza, you give me the first link. The first link. Link us off. Wanje? Alright, what's up everybody, man? Welcome to the show. My name is MC Ollo, and of course we're coming live from Fort Porter City, and we are live on the breakfast show here on NBS Plus. It's quite a sunny morning, and of course so much is happening with all this Ebola stuff and all that. You know, so much is going down. But of course, on the breakfast show, we're keeping you hooked on everything and about anything that is happening. We are here for, you know, a couple of school visits, and of course, making sure we give the young people platform to do their thing, showcase their talents, but of course, in a safe and a more controlled manner with, you know, the SOPs in place. But I am starting right at the Red Cross Society, Uganda, but the Fort Porter branch. And right behind me is a couple of volunteers that will be getting, you know, to the schools to do some, you know, sensitization on Ebola. These people were provided to us by the Ministry of Health to support us with this particular movement, you know, to make sure we have more controlled, you know, spaces where the young people are showcasing their talents, doing that thing. But of course, you know, doing so much about them. Yeah, now with this Ebola going on, you know, there's quite a number of SOPs that you need to follow, and we are also following. But of course, as you can see, my mask is here just because I'm with nobody else here. Otherwise it would be up here. If you saw me yesterday at Fort Porter SS, you definitely had to know that, you know, my mask was on full time, yeah, not to contaminate anything or anything. It's not like I'm sick anyway, you know, but it's because you know, we have to keep safe. You never know, yeah, anything can happen. But of course, shout out to everyone at Fort Porter SS. Yesterday was amazing. Today Chitumba SS is going to be another movie. Tomorrow Mpanga SS, and you know, other schools like that. You know, we are super excited for whatever that will be happening. But of course, to you that is watching us from wherever, you know, we want to tell you that, you know, Ebola is here, but of course you need to keep safe, yeah. Avoid crowds, you know, avoid crowded places, avoid touchy stuff. But of course, we'll be talking to some officials here later on to know how much more can we keep safe during this period. Yeah, now the fact that they're stopping events, all these large gatherings, uncontrolled gatherings and all that are being stopped, we are going to be seeing. But of course, it's the breakfast show. We are also talking about so much that has been trending online, so much stuff, so much gist. I don't know if Buster is ready with some, but of course, there's so much story on our lowdown. We have uh, Cindy and what's her name, Omega 256. Yeah, there's so much happening around there. Cindy says a lot of stuff. She says they're no longer talking and stuff like that. We'll be getting into those stories. So much also is happening around, the ministers vetting. There are a couple of names. People are saying that were dropped off. We don't know what is what. But of course, today is also the State of Nation address. His Excellency, the President of Uganda, will be addressing the nation later on at 2 p.m. And we'll be, live everywhere, including here on NBS Plus, to know what the situation looks like, for the next, and stuff like that. Yes, I'll be taking you guys into much more music. It is the breakfast show here on NBS Plus. My name is Ollo. But when we return, I have, people from Uganda Red Cross Society here in Fort Portal that will be talking to us about SOPs, how we can keep safe, and also how we, as, the media people, when going to the schools for activations, especially us here at Plus, yeah, how do we, have control, activation space, yeah. But of course, tomorrow, St. Julian High School prom, we are coming through. Sunday, we are at also Our Lady of Good Counsel. It's going to be prom. We'll be there. But tomorrow also Mpanga SS, Chiromo is coming. Saturday, yeah, the school's name is hard, but we're coming. Sunday, Chivambe Girls, we're coming. And a couple of other schools here, Nyakasura and all that. All right, let's get into some more music. When we return, we have a guest in studio, by the way, so we'll be talking about all this stuff, yeah? This is the breakfast show. Let's go. Come on, we have volunteers. Just students that help.
Hello? Naye agenda asooka kwogera ne bano ba volunteers ndowooza bagenda osooka oteekako then we bamaliriza tulyoke tugende ku ssomero.
Anti bagenda kwogera ku system kyembuuza.
Kamubuuze. No bagenda kwogera ku ki?
Hello?
Tujja mu bbanga ki?
In 5 minutes.
Museum.
Hello?
naye masiki tolina kuba na masiki anti kati tulina kutandikira kugwa okusomesa tutandikire kugwe n'olwo lwasomesa abantu ebola tatambulira mu mpewo gwenyawo anti okyekyekisebukiogamba abaana bakubisa embogo olyala bagaabaredikulozi bannaye
embogo tebagitegedde
nga musomesa musomese mu lutoolo
And Trevor.
Sifura who are being mobile.
No, me I didn't.
The disease is a disease.
The other guy is the one. Who? Over Trevor. Trevor Tamani Toro. Auntie, he was using English. But
But his English is cool. This is my advice to you.
But I even recorded it.
Musabe somero mogero olutolo temwali mwana ali wano musomera tamanyi olutolo.
You better get outside and practice it.
Most
of the volunteers are graduates.
Ketugenda byesi bako. Olaba n'abasomesa
You can't go to a secondary school and you're teaching in your Rutoro.
Why not?
Secondary schools have collection of students.
Why not?
I don't support it.
Use the vernacular. Temwesiba mbyemutategeera. Kati ogenda funa aba masters bagenda osomesa abaana n'abajjawo.
But practicing it is just a small thing you can do.
Bakula mu mwaka.
Number two, don't you know one day I talk to the camera and speak on behalf of Red Cross. You all know it.
Anti babalifundinga. Olowooza yabaddiddeo.
Yes, it is zero. Who is Trevor?
Trevor, the one of MMU.
Olikoze bubi. Abaana ne bakuba embogo nga mubalaba.
Twabalesa ate tukoleki.
Boogere mu lutoolo kuba bano si basomesa. They are not.
So, media, have you practiced what you're going to speak today?
Olaba na.
Outside and first, otherwise, before that, I get a call from someone.
Yeah, people that come and practice my time.
Kuba bano si basomesa. They don't have to know English. They are community health workers.
They can use the language they understand.
Exactly, they are community health. Use the language. So, what you do, if there is a teacher who can translate into English, now that's what I'm translating that. Otherwise, you can't put the time to
Yes, that was not. Does she know how to present it?
Kilin. Temwesiba ku luzungu.
Me, I was watching it on TV. I was not yet there at that time.
Temwesiba ku luzungu. Kobe gwe kilino osobola okuba embogo. Ate bano abayaaye embogo gye bateeka wali. Bo tebeetaaga kumanya. Bo bye bibanyumira. Anti bwe obuzibu. Mugenda biteekayo.
Tetusobola ebyo. Tetusobola. Singa wabirabyeyo. Kati
kyetugenda okukola. Essomero lyonna erinamu abatategeera lutoolo bafune omusomesa oba doosi oba ani ng'atranslatinga. As simple as that. Bwana tuba pressure kaba kangi. Olaba nange oluusi nkuba embogo mu kamera. Kati ate olwo banaaba. Okiraba? Ate kati buli ow'okuba embogo omwana w'essomero alegerawo n'owuliriza by'oyogera. Ye ng'atuba concentratinga ku mbogo. So to be safe, yogera olutoolo aluwulire. Then while we take a translation, let them get one of their teachers to translate. Okitegedde?
Nkiwulidde.
Naye okitegedde?
Enjala ebyokukitegeera ngisigaze.
Kyekiriiko gundi kuba you want to effectively deliver the message. You're not going for exams. They are not going to sit for exams. Tubasomesa bye balina kukola nga bo babitegeera.
Hamza.
Onagize bwati akasimu kasubire obadde toliko
No. Just minutes. Clinton. Anti budde bwa live Mason yali ku kamera ky'oyoma. Mbuchi.